Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Should Mavs pursue Warriors star Klay Thompson in free agency sign and trade? The Golden State Warriors aren't the juggernaut, dynasty team they used to be, but certain pieces on their roster could still bring valuable championship experience to other teams on the rise as soon as this summer. Klay Thompson, who is on an expiring $43.2 million contract, isn't the superstar sidekick to Stephen Curry that he used to be before enduring back-to-back knee and Achilles injuries, but he has shown that he can still produce points at a high level. Over his last 14 games, a span where the Warriors have gone 9-5, Thompson is averaging 18.3 points while shooting 45.1% from the field, 41.1% on 8.9 attempts from deep, and 91.3% from the free throw line. The 34-year-old four-time champion reportedly turned down a 2-year, $48 million extension offer from the Warriors last summer, and if the two sides can't come to terms on a new deal, Thompson should start looking at potential new destinations where his talents will be best utilized. The Orlando Magic have been rumored as a team that has interest in Thompson this coming offseason, but we believe the Dallas Mavericks could make a lot of sense as well. Not only would Thompson's elite catch-and-shoot ability be perfect alongside Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, but the Mavs would have the contracts needed to send the Warriors in a sign-and trade to give Thompson the contract he desires. It wouldn't be ideal to overpay for an aging star, but with the way Thompson plays the game, it's easy to see him having several more productive years ahead of him. Although the Mavs have had moments where they look like title contenders since adding Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington at the trade deadline, the team needs more consistency from the role Tim Hardaway Jr. plays, and Thompson could be the perfect player for that job. The Mavs' new majority ownership, the Adelson family, has deep pockets, and they won't be afraid to fork out money if it means building a legitimate title contender. Irving has also hinted at the team looking ahead to interesting free agency pools in the next year or so as well, so we're keeping an eye out for Dallas' next big move. For now, though, the Mavs are hoping to build consistency and go on a deep playoff run with the roster they currently have. Dallas is 5-0 when Gafford starts at center, and Doncic is on a historic triple-double streak as the Mavs welcome the Warriors to American Airlines Center on Wednesday night. With Curry out due to recovering from an ankle injury, the Mavs could get an extended look at Thompson in this one. Golden State Warriors' philosophical and rotational shift shown in one key statistic. The Golden State Warriors returned to winning form against the San Antonio Spurs on Monday, overcoming a double-digit first-half deficit to record a 112-102 victory. Again playing without franchise superstar Stephen Curry, the Warriors needed to find a different avenue of offense. That they did, once again recording over 50 points in the paint despite the presence of the league's leading shot blocker in Victor Wembanyama. But with or without the best three-point shooter in NBA history, Golden State are fundamentally changing the way they've played for much of the last decade. Having started with the ascension of the explosive Jonathan Kuminga, the Warriors are starting to lean deeper into their athletic youth. Kuminga has been at the forefront of that, but so too is Tracy Jackson-Davis, who has now won himself the backup center position. Rather than utilize below-the-rim players like Kevin Looney and Dario Saric, that duo have been cast aside for the springy 6'9" rookie. Jackson-Davis' athleticism was on display in a huge poster dunk over Wembanyama with just over a minute to play on Monday. Yet while that was the biggest highlight, it was one of a number of dunks for the 24-year-old who finished with 13 points on 6 of 7 shooting. Golden State ranked 21st in points in the paint this season, yet ranked 7th over the last 6 games in which Jackson-Davis has played at least 16 minutes in each. They've also won the points in the paint battle in 5 of the 6 games, including against the Boston Celtics, where they suffered a 52-point loss. Veteran point guard Chris Paul was asked about the Warriors' points in the paint production during Monday's postgame, mentioning Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins before labeling Jackson-Davis as a huge element to the team. Tracy is such a huge element to our team because we have so much shooting and ball movement. His ability to play above the rim unlocks everything for me too. Chris Paul. Whether the shift yields long-term success remains to be seen, but nevertheless it will likely prove a necessary step the Warriors needed to take to ensure they revolutionize and adapt to the league's growing athleticism. John Wall pushed Wizards to draft Klay Thompson in 2010. John Wall, the first overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, recently revealed a pivotal moment in NBA history that could have significantly altered the trajectory of the Washington Wizards and the Golden State Warriors. Wall disclosed that he had advocated for the Wizards brass to select Klay Thompson in the 2011 NBA draft, a decision that could have prevented Thompson from becoming a Warriors icon and a four-time NBA champion. During a look back at what might have been, Wall recounted his experiences witnessing Thompson's exceptional pre-draft workout with the Wizards. Having played alongside Thompson during the session, Wall was impressed by Thompson's remarkable shooting ability. "Yeah, I think we should have for sure took Thompson," Wall reflected. "A sharpshooter, you know. He can shoot the ball like that." Wall further highlighted Thompson's extraordinary performance during the workout, noting that Thompson missed only probably one or two shots, which led him to recognize Thompson's special talent early on. By the time Wall had joined the NBA, his dynamic talent as a premier passer and facilitator was already known. Following Wall, the Wizards welcomed Bradley Beal in 2012, creating a dynamic duo alongside Jan Vesely, the team's sixth overall pick in 2011. Wall believes that adding Thompson to this mix would have elevated the Wizards' gameplay, especially considering Thompson's defensive impact in addition to his shooting ability. "That was 2011, Wall elaborated. "Because then, Klay was a great defender at that time, too. He was a great defender, so he probably would have played the three for us, Bradley too. And then you had me, Nene, and Marcin Gortat. Like, it would have been amazing with the pick and roll we had." The potential of a Wall, Thompson, and Beal trio ignites the imagination of what could have been a remarkable chapter in NBA history. However, the Wizards opted for a different path, leaving Wall to ponder the reasons behind their decision. "They, Wizards, be having their reasons," Wall concluded. "I didn't say it was good, OG. But I just say they got their reasons. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation, Klay Thompson? Leave your opinion in the comments.